Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking to you about something else, which is daycare in Canada. Oh my goodness gracious. Daycare in Canada is a headache. Have been driving for the past couple of weeks. I've been looking because what happens in Canada is that if you're working by the time that you give birth, if you are working and you want your child to go to a daycare, you have to, before they are born actually, you have to sign them up for daycare, in your area with the government, the Canada welfare or something. I can't even remember the name, Canada or childcare, whatever. But yeah, you need to sign them up. So I did that. And then we ended up moving. My son was already on the list and I had already figured out how I was gonna do everything. But then suddenly my son, like, we had to move. And in the area in which we moved into, all the daycares are full. Like, most of the time, most of the people that I'm reaching out to, contacting them, talking to them about childcare or whatever, because I'm looking for a subsidized one. Because, girlfriend, I don't have the money to be spending right now. I don't have that money to be spending on daycare. Imagine paying $50 a day, and that would be like, if I have to put him full time for 5 days, that is $250 a week times four, which is going to be $1,000. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money that I don't have right now. So I've been going around, like, it has been a headache. I also understand why so many people don't have don't I understand why in America there's a lot of stay-at-home moms, especially the ones that have toddlers. I'm really understanding why there's so many of them, because in Africa we have so many options. I can rather say like that. When I say we have so many options, of course, in South Africa we were paying for child. I was paying for daycare for when my kids were very small. I was already paying. It was not really because I did not have a maid or anyone else to help me. I was paying for that already. But however, in America, it's not that people don't have that available to them, but it's that it costs. And when you try to weigh the costs, it's more or less like, if, for example, if you have 4 or 5 small kids, it's for those large families, the mother she just has to be at home, because daycare will cost you an arm and a leg. That is the money you can actually take and save up for the children. You can save up for food. And that is why there's so many mothers that are going into content creation, because what else can they do, so yeah, I've been running around, and these are the realities that we don't really get to hear much about here in Canada. However, for my other son, it was easy for me to get a daycare for him. I think because of the age group, but for my baby's age group, it is really a challenge. So I'm gonna keep you guys posted as to what happened, what is going on, and everything like that at a later stage. But yeah, as an update, another beautiful update is that we found a family doctor, and I, like, there's a whole lot of things I'd like to update you on, but yeah, we found the family doctor, the one that I spoke to you guys about on that other video. Yes, we ended up going to that doctor. However, my children have their own family, they have their own doctor, while my husband and I have the same doctor. So we share a doctor, while my kids have their own doctor, because my husband felt comfortable with a male doctor. For me, it does not really matter, female, male, because as long as it's being professional, I don't really care. So yes, we got a family doctor, and I made use of the publications or the advertisements on the Ottawa doctor search that we had, that are doctor search, like, yeah, I made use of those, and we ended up getting what we have today. So I'm so happy. And talking about family doctors anyway. So, you know, like I feel like in Africa we are so traumatized to a certain point we don't realize that we're actually traumatized, and there are certain things that we see them as normal, but here it's a big deal because we have a family doctor, but it's not like we don't go to him all the time. So for us it's like, okay, we have a doctor we can go to, he has our files, he has everything, but we are used to spending like being at a doctor's office for a very long time. That is something we are used to. So sometimes my husband and I sit and we're like, no, but this is nothing. Like, if you have to go sit there for 2 hours, when you say you're going to see a doctor, it's something you're going to expect. Even like in South Africa, I remember the doctor that I used to go to, even though I had a medical aid, I still had to sit for quite like almost 2 hours waiting for him to finish. When even if it had to do with gynecologist, a doctor that I need for a doctor's note, I had to sit. So that is something that I was so used to. So I feel like in America, everything is time is money, time is money, time is money. That sometimes people complain about things they're not supposed to complain about. Even if it's your own family doctor, you still go there and you sit for a couple of minutes before he attends to you. So it is something that we are so used to. But yeah, guys, we have a family doctor. What I love about having a family doctor, however, is that, well, for my children takes priority because Canada and children, they don't play. So anything, at least I can trace back to one person and say, well, the last time I came this happened, the last time I came that happened. It's something that we can build a rapport, we can build a relationship, which is what is nice about having a family doctor. And I'm so glad that the running around eventually helped. The up and down that my husband and I were doing with regards to that, it eventually helped. So I'm so happy about that. So yeah, but I've never gone for anything because I'm sorted for now. I am sorted for now. I came from somewhere with my son, so I'm currently stuck in the car waiting for him to finish taking his nap. I'm already outside of that, like I'm already at the house, but I'm just sitting inside the car because it's not cold. You can see there's some light coming through from one way or the other, so it's not that cold. It's like -2 or -3 degrees right now, so that's good. That's good. At least we're getting to breathe a little. We're getting to breathe. So yes, guys, wanted to update you on that. Childcare is and we have a family doctor. So I don't know what else I'm saying, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye.